Well, fans, from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada, ready now for our second main event of the night. Please welcome the boxers as they make their way to the ring. First, here is Robert the Ghost Guerrero.
And here comes Robert Guerrero, who told us, yes, every bout is important, but as you saw earlier, he has made it clear it's all about his wife, Casey, who you just saw, and their two children. Robert saying that he is so proud of Casey, who is now 5 years cancer-free. He says that's what keeps him going. Guerrero's last fight was last June. He won by decision. Exciting bout against Yoshihiro Kamagai of Japan. Guerrero a southpaw by way of Gilroy, California.
And now, making his way to the ring, Keith one-time Thurman!
Keith one-time Thurman, who was telling us yesterday, every fight he uses visualization. He'll play out in his mind how the fight will go, but Ray will also visualize. He'll actually visualize getting knocked down just to figure out how he will react, which is most unusual. But he does have most unusual philosophies, I must say. And he says he looks at his time in the ring as every fight from here on in is the biggest fight of his career. As we take a look at the Corona tab of the tape. Getting ready for this 12-round welterweight bout. Guerrero at 31, Thurman at 26. Both at 5'9", 10-pound difference. Thurman 162 and Guerrero at 157. The referee is Kenny Bayless.
Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, good evening and welcome again to the MGM Grand Garden Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight, NBC Sports brings you Premier Boxing Champions. This bout is brought to you by Goosen Promotions and presented by Corona Extra La Cerveza Más Fina. Presenting the judges, Adelaide Bird, Dave Moretti, and Jerry Roth. And the referee, Kenny Bayless. Las Vegas, it's time for the second main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing in the welterweight division. It's what we've all been waiting for, the return of boxing to primetime network television. And without any further ado, let's get to the fighters and the fight. Presenting in the red corner, wearing the red trunks with the white trim, from Gilroy, California. His record, 32 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 18 knockouts. Please welcome Robert the Ghost Guerrero. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, entering the ring wearing white trunks with the blue trim. Hailing from Largo, Florida, His undefeated record stands 24 wins, no losses. 21 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome Keith one-time Thurman.
Fellas, trunks are a little high on both sides, so anything on the upper half will be clean. Anything on the lower half, I'll call. Now, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to caution you to keep this fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Touch them up. Touch them up.
As I was mentioning, he is a title holder, Keith Thurman, in the welterweight division, but obviously Pacquiao and Mayweather are considered at the top of the division as the legit welterweight. They will meet in the much anticipated bout here at MGM Grand on May the 2nd. And Thurman comes right out.
Well, right away, Thurman comes out. He said that he was going to really take it to Guerrero, and he's doing just that. He wants that knockout.
24-0, 21 by knockout, and 1 no decision. Oh, right hand by Thurman. That's blocked by Guerrero.
Being extremely aggressive, both guys.
And I mentioned earlier that Guerrero is a southpaw. Thurman has faced only one world-class southpaw back in November of 2012, and he came up with the victory.
I mean, both men are really dry, so that means they're not too loose. So it's going to take a round or two. But at this point, anything can happen.
Guerrero came back after that combination by Thurman.
Well, I take that back. They seem pretty loose to me.
Thurman in the white, Guerrero in the red. Oh, hard punches being delivered by both.
You know, most fighters have trouble with southpaws, meaning because they, like with Guerrero, leading with his right hand, it's kind of awkward, throws you off balance. But Thurman looks pretty good here, pretty comfortable. Keeps that left foot outside Guerrero's right foot.
We asked Thurman about it at the meeting yesterday. He said he might switch to southpaw upon occasion. And he lands the right hand to the body.
It's that hand speed of Thurman. Great hand speed and great recovery. Good balance.
He doubled up. A couple of hard shots by Thurman.
Guerrero needs to use that jab, get inside. Work his way inside with the jab. Couple jabs at one time.
Right hand by Thurman again. Thurman lands a right to the body. And that's the end of the first round. Well, father-son trainer boxing relationships don't always go smoothly, but that's certainly not the case for Robert Guerrero and his dad, Ruben.
To be able to have your father there by your side throughout your career, urging me on, pushing me, working with me, training me.
Turn and then blast him with that left, okay?
Our time here is very short.
I say you better be ready.
I cherish those moments with my children. My dad gets to cherish his with me in the ring. Man, it's great.
Guerrero has not fought more than twice in a year since back in 2010. This is not unusual for today's fighters.
With his Thurman with 1-2, I mean, he said he was going to be aggressive, and he is.
I would think this is exactly what he visualized.
I tell you what, he's both. I mean, he's planted, which means he's throwing power. When you come off your toes and get flat-footed, that's for power.
Now let's check in with BJ.
You saw Thurman really take control of that first round, guys. Landed some nice body shots. They're ecstatic in the corner of him. Focus was the word. They want to continue to dominate. They feel like he was very good in that first round.
Guerrero's having some trouble with the speed of Thurman. He's hesitant due to his power. His father, Ruben, is telling him to relax and use his jab and make sure he throws punches. Get busy right now.
Earlier tonight, it was Adrian Broner in a unanimous decision against John Molina. But won only one round, the third. Thurman has come out very strong against Guerrero.
Well, you know what I see here is the fact that Thurman, I mean, the way he's positioned his feet, he's open for that hook thrown by Guerrero. And you'll notice it, he's wide open here.
Oh, uppercut landed by Thurman.
What Guerrero wants to do is try to time the punches when Thurman comes in, because he drops his hands sometimes. You see there?
It has been all Keith Thurman on the attack. Final minute, second round. That time did not make contact. And then
great shot.
Oh, and another hard shot.
He's hurt.
To the body.
He seems to be hurt, Guerrero. That was a great shot by Thurman. Took a big punch. Thurman should go to the body now. When you hurt a man, go to the body. Bring his hands down.
He's a power puncher, as you can see. Looks for the early knockout. And has obviously not had any problems at all with the southpaw. Another hard right hand by Thurman. Keith Thurman off to a terrific start. Live from New York, it'll be Saturday night. Host Chris Hemsworth and musical guest the Zac Brown Band. All new Saturday Night Live. That'll be later tonight right here on NBC. On to round three. According to our unofficial score, Steve Farhood, Thurman has won the first two, 10-9 apiece.
Second round was a good round for Thurman. Really put his man in a little trouble. Guerrero survived that round.
In fact, power punches are in Thurman's favor by a 3-1 ratio. Thurman has been on the attack right from the start.
Thurman seems to be a little bit more relaxed, and he knows exactly what he wants to do, whereas that Guerrero seems to be a little confused here. He's not too sure. Maybe it's because of the hand speed of Thurman.
Let's go to BJ.
Yeah, Ray, the reason that Guerrero was a little confused here is because Thurman is mixing up his attack so nicely. That up and down body attack, Robert can't get a gauge on it. Thurman connecting when he wants to.
And you know, Ray, there was the thought that Thurman might change his style because he's facing the first lefty in several years, but he has not. And Guerrero showing some signs here in the third, but Thurman right back. Guerrero on the move. Guerrero lands. Landed to the head. And you can see him. A huge bump.
Looks like
On the head of Thurman. A solid blow from Guerrero.
at some point the referee may have it examined by a doctor.
And Guerrero now showing confidence after Thurman had the early edge first 2 rounds. Oh, right hand by Thurman.
That's the thing with Thurman. I mean, at any given moment, he can throw a bomb. Punches very well. Keeps his balance. Such an athlete.
Right hand led by Guerrero on the turn. And Kenny Bayless looks to get between and then changed his mind. And you can see they're checking that bump on the left side of the head of Thurman. He took a shot from Guerrero.
All right, put that out of your mind. Come on, man. Warrior, baby, come on.
Yeah, it appears to me as an intentional headbutt. No one's fault.
This is round 4 from Las Vegas. The premier boxing champions. Primetime boxing here on NBC from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. And this will be the side of Pacquiao Mayweather on May the 2nd.
I mean, both guys with just power in each hand.
All right, let's bring in Hall of Fame referee Steve Smoger. You had your eye on that on the corner with Thurman checked out.
It appears it was an unintentional headbutt, and if Thurman cannot continue beyond the after the fourth round, they'll go to the cards. That's the situation that's pursuant to Nevada rule.
Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome, sir.
Minute into round 4. Combination landed by Thurman. In his last fight, Thurman won by unanimous decision, but was criticized for not coming on strong after an early knockdown of Leonard Bundu of Italy. Knocked him down in the first round with a short hook, but it was not considered an impressive performance. On the other hand, came out very strong here this evening.
He wanted to prove a point here, that he can fight, that he's able to take on anyone, he's willing to take on anyone, and he can knock everyone out. He really wants to knock out Guerrero.
Biggest fight of the career of Robert Guerrero was a loss to the undefeated world champion Floyd Mayweather back in May of 2013. Went the distance. It's only his second fight since that loss.
That's a good shot, the way that Thurman drills that right hand to the body, to the midsection of Guerrero. He just can't run in like that, though. He's off balance. You see here, he gets countered.
Hand. And back comes Thurman. We're seeing some hard shots delivered by both. may have hurt Guerrero, not giving the indication. Another right by Thurman.
Good round, good round. Good round. Controlling the distance well. Keeping your hands moving. Work off that jab, keep that southpaw angle, just like you're doing. Good fight, man, good fight, good fight. You're ahead, way ahead. Keep it that way. Keep your hands tight and close. They may stop this fight after the 4th round, so let's bank every round. You never know what these guys are going to do. Yeah. Great, great.
This is why they call them one time. That big shot, right hand, and normally it just takes one punch. But Guerrero a little more stronger. Here from a different angle, that one punch that did some damage.
Although Ruben Guerrero, the dad of Robert Guerrero, who works the corner, says that Keith one-time Thurman should change his nickname to Runtime, because in his last fight, that's exactly what he did. But he's not running tonight.
He's landing some big shots. And kudos to Guerrero's chin, because he's held up.
Round 5 scheduled for 12.
Most guys would have went down from that shot.
Let's check in with Layla Ali. Layla.
I spoke to Guerrero's father, Ruben, and I said, did he say that Thurman punches hard? He said, yeah, he does. But he said, hey, my son punches hard, too. Look at that knot on his head.
Guerrero definitely punches hard, but in the corner of Thurman, they're very calm and collected over here. They're liking the boxing that Keith is doing and just want more of the same.
All right, BJ, that shot was blocked by Guerrero. Unofficially, it's 39-37 in favor of Thurman.
Are you sure, Marv? That punch looked like it landed to me. The right hand by Thurman. That like that shot. Very short, precise. Thurman can do it all. He can box, he can punch, he can slug, counter punch.
Thurman trying to set things up against Guerrero using the ring, and it's a very large ring. It's a 20-footer.
And that's a big ring. That's the kind of ring I normally like. But Thurman is, again, a good boxer. Moves around, uses it, keeps his balance. Whoa! That punch seemed to have rocked Guerrero.
But all action right from the start, with Thurman coming on very strong against Guerrero. And here comes Guerrero.
Good shot to the body by Guerrero.
And a right hand followed up. Final seconds, round 5. Now don't miss this upcoming Premier Boxing Champions presentation this Friday at 9 Eastern on Spike TV. Berto versus Lopez, Porter Garcia, Saturday, April 4th rather, at 3 Eastern on CBS. Adonis Stevenson against Saki Obika and Benavides versus Campio. Saturday night, April 11th here on NBC in prime time. Danny Garcia, Lamont Peterson, and Peter Quillen against Andy Lee. That'll be from Barclays in Brooklyn. Round 6. And our unofficial scorekeeper, Steve Farhood, has it as 49-46 for Thurman off those opening 2 rounds where he was solid.
You see that movement of Thurman. I mean, really throwing off Guerrero, not being a stationary target, using his foot speed, his hand speed.
Left hand got in by Guerrero. And a right followed by the left by Thurman.
The best punches on a southpaw is the right hand and left hook. And also a looping right hand.
What's the most difficult aspect of facing a southpaw?
Because everything is different. It's so awkward. It's so uncomfortable. But a good fighter like Thurman, he can contend with that.
Right hand landed by Thurman. Guerrero missing on that right cross.
Guerrero is not as aggressive as he needs to be to really be effective against Thurman. Thurman is really just moving around, being comfortable, taking a break every now and then. Ties his man up. Quick breather.
Good exchange. And a right hand once again by Thurman. And he clipped him on the chin. Thurman coming with 2 strong hooks. And a left hand hook that lands. Right hand from Thurman. And the left hand lands. What a round for Keith one-time Thurman.
But he's hurt.
Mayweather and Pacquiao fighting right here at the MGM Grand May 2nd. Here's a look at some of boxing's top pound-for-pounders through the decades. Henry Armstrong went 27-0 in 1937 alone. Sugar Ray Robinson, 173 wins in his career. The greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. Layla Ali tells us he's watching tonight. Sugar Ray Leonard defeated Hall of Famers Hagler, Hearns, Benitez, and Duran. And, of course, Floyd Mayweather, 47-0 with 26 knockouts. Back tomorrow.
All right, thank you, Al. This has been action-packed, and it has been Keith one-time Thurman, who in that last round did hurt Robert the Ghost Guerrero.
Because he's not hitting one time. He's throwing a number of punches, combinations, body shots. He's really looking fantastic here.
And Ray, it looked like Carlos Vargas in Thurman's corner was trying to control that bump on Thurman's head a moment ago.
Yes, it's starting to swell. But he's in such control now. Thurman just taking his time, being smart, taking shots. Every now and then he takes a breather here. Ties man up. Using the ring generalship.
Robert Guerrero in the red. The southpaw style has not bothered Keith Thurman.
Well, Keith Thurman talked about turning southpaw because southpaw hate fighting southpaws, but he doesn't need that. He's doing extremely well. Very effective. Good jab.
To this point, kind of a restful round for Thurman. Scheduled for 12. Welterweight bout.
What Thurman cannot do is just fall asleep on Guerrero. Guerrero still has power in both hands. And may catch him, he tries to catch him sleeping. You know, guys with power, you can't be too careless.
Good right hand by Thurman. You can see the swelling under Guerrero's right eye.
One punch is not going to knock these guys out. It's going to take a combination. These guys have pretty good chins. Good shot.
Thurman ducking in to hit to the midsection of Guerrero as time is running out in round 7. The left hand to the shoulder. And that'll do it for the 7th.
Good job. Good job. You okay? All right.
The beauty of Keith Thurman is the fact that he punches, once he's hurt his guy, he puts his punches together. Great combinations, not letting up, taking advantage of a great opportunity. Beautiful shots.
Marv Albert, Sugar Ray Leonard, Al Michaels, Layla Ali, BJ Flores, Kenny Rice. Cast of thousands here on NBC Primetime Boxing. I know Thurman felt that it was very important to hurt Guerrero early in order to make Guerrero think twice before walking right in, and that is exactly what he has done.
Well, Thurman looks fantastic here. Taking his time, controlling the tempo of the fight, the spirit of the fight. What Guerrero is trying to do is trying to find a way to land that big punch. But he needs to be more aggressive and try to cut that ring off. In other words, minimize the space that Thurman is using.
Let's check in with BJ Flores. BJ.
Yeah, Marv, like Sugar Ray said earlier, the best punches against the southpaw are both the left hook and the right hand. Keith is mixing in the straight right and the overhand right, and his corner says he can't miss.
Guerrero is getting hit with a lot of hard shots, but his father, Ruben, doesn't seem to be bothered by that. He's telling him to go ahead, keep jabbing, and get close. He wants to see him throw more punches.
All right, thank you, Layla. Just under 2 minutes remaining in round number 8. Earlier was Adrian Broder in a unanimous decision over the hard-punching John Molina, who really only landed in the 3rd round. It was a lot of running being done by Broder, which the crowd did not appreciate. But Broder came away with a thoroughly unanimous decision.
You know, I like what I really see in Thurman here. I mean, he's taking his time. He's controlling the tempo of the fight. He's fighting when he wants to fight. Bob and weave, he head feints, taking full control of this fight.
Crowd would like to see more action. Quite a bit of it early. Well, Thurman has had a major advantage, certainly in the category of power punches. Guerrero pushing back on Thurman. Guerrero with a combination.
When Guerrero lands his punches, he should stay there and throw more punches, throw more combinations.
Oh, the right hand hit right to the chest of Guerrero.
Thurman knows where he is at all times. That's why his punches are landing.
Right hand by Thurman, finishing strong in round 8. Another right and a wild left. Another solid performance in round 8. Here's Deontay Wilder, the Bronx Bomber. Goes 6'7", I should say, the Bronx Bomber. Premier Boxing Champions on NBC is being brought to you by Corona, who invites you to find your beach.
Water? Okay. Let's go.
It is on to round 9. And our unofficial scorekeeper, Steve Farhead, has it a 79-73 advantage for Guerrero. I should say for Thurman. Thurman came out strong, finished the last round with a flurry. Keith Thurman, 26 years old, out of Clearwater, Florida, 24-0, 21 by knockout. Power puncher, looks usually for the early knockout. Knocked out his first 8 opponents all in the first round, and was very aggressive at the start against Guerrero.
Thurman's just taking his time, picking his shots, waiting for an opportunity to present himself and taking advantage of it. Because he knows his hands are so fast, so much faster than Guerrero's.
I'd like to check in with Layla Ali. Layla.
I just spoke to cutman Ruben Gomez. He said he's been working on Guerrero's eyes with the inswell. He's trying to help both of his eyes so that they don't pump up through the fight.
And it appeared earlier that Guerrero was hurt, was able to shake it off. But it's been all Keith Thurman. Round 9 of a 12-round welterweight bout. Coming up on a minute remaining in the 9th.
I'm really impressed with Thurman because the way he handles Guerrero's style, being a southpaw, leading with the right. He takes his time. He's on balance at all time.
Oh, right down goes Guerrero. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? You want some more? Second time in the career of Guerrero that he's been put down. Robert Guerrero took a pounding off a double right hand, and he is hurt. Let's see how Kenny Banos plays it. He's just holding on right now.
15 seconds. When he hurts you, it's over.
He's teeing off on Guerrero. Banos will step in at any moment. There's the bell, so he's saved by the bell.
Be ready, okay? Use your jab and quick for him. Good fight. You did the right thing, too. He's hurt. He can't recover from that, I'm telling you. A pelear. Vamos a hacerlo. A tirar chillazos con los huevos, ahora. Fuck it, man, all right? Fuck it, let it go.
Good shots. Good shot.
Well, Guerrero is coming out for round 10. And Ray, this is where you wonder about having your father in the corner. And that is the case with his dad, Ruben.
Well, you know, sometimes the father lives vicariously through his son, but this fight here was totally dominated by Thurman. He looks so incredible, taking control of the fight, picking his shots, putting his man down. Almost had him out.
Well, the bell saved Guerrero right at the end of the round. And now an official timeout. It's like a problem with the glove.
It was an impressive 9th round for Thurman, but he still has to be careful.
I don't know if it matters at this point, but the delay certainly helps Robert Guerrero. Round 10 of 12, and Keith Thurman with another right hand. Guerrero comes right back. See the blood streaming down the face of Guerrero.
Well, Guerrero's walking in, but he's walking straight in.
And Guerrero is a fighter who likes to come close most of the way, likes to fight close, never had the chance to do it because Thurman was so aggressive at the start. It might have been a low blow.
I mean, Thurman is so scientific here. Throwing body shots, moving.
How about Guerrero coming back and then takes a strong right hand. These are body shots from Guerrero, and Thurman comes right back.
Big heart. Guerrero not giving up.
But Guerrero was cut in a bad place right on the eyelid. Coming up on a minute remaining in round 10.
Those uppercuts by Thurman, very short and effective. But
combinations thrown by Thurman.
He needs to get out. Thurman needs to get out of that corner.
And Bayless letting him fight. And they are going at each other.
Look at the heart of Guerrero. Look at him.
Guerrero coming back strong, giving as he takes. Right hand thrown by Thurman. Guerrero hangs in. Guerrero keeps coming. Takes the right hand. Another right hand, and that's the end of the round. The rest of this fight being brought to you with no commercial interruptions by Corona, who invites you to find your beach.
Here's a great shot with Thurman taking advantage of an opportunity. A great shot, knocked him down, and we thought he was all the way out. And here, combination after combinations, trying to take advantage of it. Guerrero coming back with some shots of his own. Guerrero never giving up.
Well, Ray, we talked about John Molina and Lucas Matissa in the fight of the year, voted by the Boxing Writers Association. This has been incredible. It is round 11. Robert Guerrero hanging in against Keith Thurman and coming back at him.
But the way that Guerrero came back after being pummeled by Thurman, that shows so much heart, intestinal fortitude, confidence. He's a warrior.
And the crowd is with Guerrero. Round 11 of 12. I mean, it appeared that Guerrero was through a couple of rounds ago, saved by the bell, and then came back strong.
Marv, I thought it was over, but you know what? This is what makes stars. This is what makes champs, coming back.
Kenny Bayless, the referee's done an excellent job. Oh, look out. He has allowed them to fight. And that has not always been the case.
And these guys here are really showcasing who they are and what they're made of.
Now the crowd wants to see more action. They each stay away.
Well, they exerted themselves. They threw so many punches the last round. They try to take a break here.
Here comes Guerrero. You can see Thurman is keeping away. And hearing it from the crowd. Coming up on 1 minute left in the 11th.
Although he's doing something smart with Thurman, trying to use the ring and take his time and get a breather, he must come back and do something. He must throw some punches.
Combinations landed by Guerrero. Thurman is trying to tie him up. Now this fight has turned around, although I would think Thurman is well ahead in terms of points.
This fight is not over. I mean, the heart of Guerrero is just impressive.
Oh, big right hand from Thurman. Guerrero able to take it. We are coming to the conclusion of round 11. One more to go in what has been a thriller.
Hey, acuérdate lo que te digo. Tienes que ganar este round, mijo. Tienes que ganarlo bien, ¿ok? ¿Ok? Y si lo puedes tumbar, túmbalo. Hey, let's put it on this guy.
Relax, 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 relax.
A nice right hand by Thurman. Here, another shot, another angle. Beautiful shot. Most men would have went down from that shot.
Okay, este es que va a correr. Be smart cuando vas a jab. Boom, 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 boom. Okay.
Be smart. Put it on his ass, but be smart.
Ray, you can certainly relate to this. Where was this urgency from Guerrero before the knockdown?
Unbelievable. This is so, I mean, says a lot about his heart. Says a lot about who he is.
12th and final round, and they continue to go at it. Guerrero nearly went down. I would think Guerrero needs the knockout at this point. He fell so far behind on points, but he has come on in incredible fashion. How he is still standing on his feet is amazing.
Very few guys would have gotten up from that shot. And he's coming back strong.
Oh, what a combination, what an exchange. And keep in mind, Thurman had Guerrero finish on the ropes, down once, ready to go again, and then the bell saved the fighter.
And when Thurman hurts you, normally he takes you out. Surprising recuperation from Guerrero.
Guerrero keeps coming. Guerrero keeps coming. A minute 35 remaining. Uppercut from Thurman. Crowd continues to root for Guerrero. They love the comeback that they've seen here. But can he come all the way back? We're approaching a minute remaining in the fight.
You can never count Guerrero out.
Nice uppercut from Thurman. I would think Thurman would like to tie him up for a good portion of this final minute. They're chanting for Robert Guerrero. Oh, right hand from Thurman. from Thurman again. 30 seconds remaining. Down to 20. It may be too late for Robert Guerrero. Going each other in the final seconds. A spectacular fight here on NBC Primetime Boxing. It goes the distance. Back with the decision in a moment. Thurman lands a right to the body. And then
great shot.
Oh, and another hard shot.
Las Vegas, you have just seen one of the most exciting welterweight bouts you will ever see. How about a big round of applause for these two valiant warriors? To the scorecards we go. Judge Adelaide Bird scores the bout 120 to 107. Judge Dave Moretti scores the bout 118-109. Judge Jerry Roth scores the bout 118 to 108 for the winner by unanimous decision. And still undefeated, Keith one-time Thurman.
Well, Keith one-time Thurman won the fight. Robert the Ghost Guerrero won the fans. Standing ovation at the end of the bout for Guerrero. Unanimous decision.